In the last episode we came up with a concept for the interior fit out for the Troopy, and we built a mock-up out of scrap wood. Now it's time to start with the furniture.
So we're back today and I'm gonna finally start building the first pieces of furniture. And instead of using regular plywood, I decided to go a different route and gonna use something called a Qubelok system. Those utilize those plastic corner connectors and regular 25 by 25 mil aluminium extrusions. In order to make this work properly, however, I will need to find a way to cut those aluminium extrusions at exactly 90 degrees. Usually we do this with a drop saw, but since I don't have one, I will somehow try to make use of the circular saw that has an aluminium cutting blade on it.
Now that we've finished our cutting tool, we can start building the frame for the bench setup.
I used aluminium extrusions to save weight, and I have to be honest, it would have been much easier and faster to build everything out of 12 mil plywood. I did calculate it, if you were to build this out of 12 mil plywood, this bench, same assembly, would probably weigh about 20-ish kilos. So now I'm gonna see how much this weighs. And we're about at 12.2 kilograms. So it is a significant difference in weight, but it's also a significant difference in effort and time. So now that the bench seat is pretty much done, we'll take care of the new flooring. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a sheet of wood that's large enough for the whole rear of the Troopy, so therefore we're going to make it out of two pieces. now that we've cut the floorboards out, I drilled 8 holes into the floor pan of the Troopy in order to put M8 riv nuts in there, so we can bolt everything down safe and secure. And later on, once we got the actual furniture in place, I'm actually going to place a couple more screws that are specifically placed to bolt the furniture down through the floor into the car itself. So now it's time to take care of the drawer system. While there's going to be a small little compartment that's going to be accessible from the top, most of it is going to be a drawer. So now we have to start building a box and utilizing some lock-in sliders. Starting with the kitchen aisle, of course it is extremely easy to build anything in CAD and just put it inside your model and it'll hold. In reality, a little bit more difficult because you have problems like these wheel arches being in the way. So I thought about a solution, how we can have a sturdy base for the whole kitchen that will partially rest on the floor and partially rest on the side wall. For that, I was imagining a strong angle iron that is mounted to the side wall from the back all the way until here, and will actually hold the weight of most of the kitchen. And then we can build a subframe, something like this, that can rest halfway on the floor and halfway on this angle iron. Let's try it out.
In the next episode, we'll be installing a diff lock, a max track stable, and finally some proper tires to go play in the mud.